Hello, you beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another HBO Sunday. Last of Us, episode 7.
HBO
6.
Sunday that comes out on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Literally any day except the day it's supposed to.
For our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show.
You want to watch it uncut, ad-free, and along with us, like a watch party? Become a member here on YouTube or join us on Patreon. Both are $5 a month. You have to have your own copy of the episode. We'll give you a countdown and the episode time code, and we can watch it in sync together.
And y'all, if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified for when we have a new upload. And also, y'all, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on this video. We love you guys. Abe and Charlie, how y'all doing?
We're good.
Chilling. Is this our first recording, the three of us?
Yeah, I think it is this season.
Yep.
This season, yeah, we've been subbing.
I think we were just talking about it off camera. I feel like this season has been like roller coaster, a lot of highs and lows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5, I really liked 5. 5 was good.
5 I really liked. 2 I really liked.
I think it's been more highs than lows.
I agree.
For sure.
I actually do agree. I think it's been more highs than lows. I think the lows have been very notable. And I think the problem with the show is that like the majority of the people who, well, not the majority, but a large population of the people who are watching are people who played the games. So they're giving critiques as if it's supposed to be a one-for-one adaptation, which I don't 100% agree with, but there are some valid critiques in there that we've been kind of talking about all the way through.
Yeah, some of them are just like choices for the character themselves. Like, sure, it happens a certain way in the game and we're kind of expecting it to happen in the show the same way, but it just makes sense for that character the way it happened in the game.
Yeah.
And they're changing some of it and it's interesting.
Yeah, my thing is like even the stuff that they are changing, I don't mind them changing it, but it's like when we can start to feel like we're poking holes in some of the character development pieces to be like, how is this going to work? Or like, does this even make sense in the world that they've chosen or the route that they've chosen to go? That's where I feel like the critiques mainly lie. But regardless, it's still a IP that's really close to all of us. So we're supporting and we're going through it. And I think Davi, you had mentioned at one point that 6 is a highlight.
Yes, it is a highlight of the season.
So I'm intrigued, man. I feel like we're gonna get Pedro. We're gonna get
looks
Joel.
like looks like we're gonna get Joel here from where we left off.
We all think it's the museum, the planetarium, all that.
Yeah, I already saw the image.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, it's everywhere. It's like the poster they're using for...
no, I think if you played the game, you can tell. Like it's
No, of course. Yeah,
very
It's
hard.
where they're
not
setting
to-
up. You got to do it in this first half. Also, this season, you can't do it in the second half.
Absolutely.
Right. Yep.
And I
Absolutely.
think we're all wearing different shades of green in solidarity of the Celtics getting knocked out of the playoffs. So
You didn't really.
You really didn't need to say
there.
that. You I don't know why you said that. You could have kept that to yourself.
We need like suspension music, like suspend
you
Charlie,
don't-
mute his mic or
if
something.
you haven't noticed, I'm not really into the basketball stuff. But yeah, like I like the sport, but I don't follow it.
But then you had to drop that for no reason.
Hell yeah, because we need an explanation. Because somebody in the
JL.
comments is going to be like, "You guys are all wearing green."
I don't even feel like mine's like green, but next to you guys, it feels like it's
They are different shades of green.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Not playing, by the way. Just how
Not
it worked
playing at
out.
all.
Yeah. With that being said, Charlie, episode 6, the second to last episode of the season, by the way.
indeed.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it's called The Price.
It'll be fine.
He's gonna beat the shit out of me.
I said it'll be fine.
I'm gonna get the belt.
No, you're not. I will.
I'm assuming this is Joel and Tommy, his kids.
1983.
Oh, great casting.
I'm back on patrol in 30 minutes, so talk fast. What happened?
You know what happened. I was buying pot from this other kid. He tried to rip me off and we got into a fight.
That's what you're going with? Okay.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not. I think Tommy was buying the drugs, not you. I think you happened to walk by, saw what was going on, and started punching.
Tommy didn't do
I
it.
talked to the kid you beat up, Joel, and the officers who got called to the scene. I'm not stupid. And if you and Tommy weren't my sons, you'd both be in juvie right now.
You're not gonna hurt him.
Abusive father. It seems like.
I mean, they're practically telling us, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just give your kid a beer.
Did I ever tell you about that time I stole a candy bar? Grandpa found out, made me give it back, made me apologize to the cashier. And then we went home. Just before I got out of the car, man, it broke my jaw. There was blood everywhere. Grandma thought I was dead. My mouth was wired shut for 2 months. Everybody knew why. It was humiliating.
You know what it feels like. Then why?
That's not why I'm telling you this. Okay, yeah, I've hit you. And I've hit Tommy. But never like that. Not even close. I mean, maybe I go too far, but I'm doing a little better than my father did.
Wow.
Generational trauma.
You know, when it's your turn, Hope you do a little better than me.
I think you'd be proud.
Y'all peep the watch,
Yeah.
and nobody had a sip of beer. What a waste.
What a profound conversation.
Not the direction I thought that was going to go.
I know, yeah.
But actually, now that I think leading into what we're about to see makes a lot of sense.
No, it's that guy again. I forget his name.
Seth.
Seth.
Neil directed this episode.
Got something for me?
Legos.
My grandkids are gonna love these. How'd you find them?
Search the old homes out by Hoback.
I searched those homes.
Well, I know where to look because I'm a smuggler and you're a...
I was a cop. Milwaukee PD.
That adds up.
Trade's a trade. We can make what you want and have it to you by Friday.
No, I need it by tomorrow.
Vanilla or chocolate? Say vanilla, it's easier.
Vanilla. Oh, I need one more thing. Relax. You got a lot of them.
How was he making?
Guitar. He's a master craftsman, bro.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, where'd you come from?
Painkiller. She's all right. Come on.
Painkillers.
Oh, jeez.
No, leave it. Leave it.
Oh, she got the chemical burn thing.
She burned her arm.
Well, how?
Pushed it right up against a pot.
You did this on purpose?
I was like, here we go, and then I fucking went. No one saw it. It was on my own. And I took it off, and it was all red and melty and gross. You know what it smelled like? Pork. It hurts. Ow!
Easy, baby girl. Easy.
Dr. V ran over to the clinic. He's going to come by here with another shot.
I just really wanted to wear short sleeves again. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. Damn it, Seth.
Hey.
Hey.
Happy 15th birthday, Eli.
Better than he spells.
He does. It's really good.
I got something else for you. Close your eyes. Okay, turn toward me. And open.
Whoa, what's this?
Some folks call this a guitar.
Guitar.
Borrowed one of your drawings for inspiration. Took a bit of restoring. I had promised I would teach you, so. Well, if you want a lesson later.
Let me hear something.
No, I don't sing.
It's my fucking birthday, man. Let's see what you got.
Is he gonna sing the song I'm thinking about? Yep.
I ever
Oh no, dude. No. Oh, this is not good. Gosh.
try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for anymore. Our future days, days of you and me.
That didn't suck.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
Damn.
That was good.
Is it a bow and arrow?
Nope.
And there we go.
I was wondering. I was like, is this going to happen the same day?
A dinosaur?
You're not gonna guess.
Wait. Is it a litter of kittens?
A lotter? You mean a litter?
Litter of kittens? Really?
Really? And no.
Is it a convertible?
What the hell are you gonna do with a convertible?
It's such a weird feeling seeing it in live action.
Yeah.
You know, Jesse was 16 when he started going on patrols. I'm just saying, I think I could be more useful outside the wall.
You'll get on patrols eventually. Enjoy being a kid for now.
Oh, because childhood has been such a joy for me so far.
We're not sending you out until you're trained. You're gonna need something called patience.
Jesse said he'd train me if you let him.
There's something going on between you two?
Excuse me?
You spend a lot of time together. Is it funny? I see the way you look at him. I got a keen eye for these sort of things.
I don't think you do.
All right, none of my business. But does anyone talk to you about the birds and the bees?
Oh, you mean dicks and vaginas? Promise you I won't get pregnant if you let me train for patrols.
It's like easiest deal I could ever make.
We're here.
Wow.
Was a dinosaur.
It is a dinosaur! Joel!
Like it? Yeah.
Aw, but it's not surrounded by water.
Whoa, Ellie. Ellie! God. Careful.
I want a motherfucking dinosaur! Joel, there's a museum.
Yeah, I know. If you don't fall off the goddamn T-Rex, I'll take you there.
You're supposed to cannonball off of it, but it's okay.
Well, acceptable. It's fine.
Yeah. They made the dinosaur and like the surrounding area look pretty similar, so bugging. Wow, they did a good job.
It works.
Somebody must have greased it.
Can you imagine being up there?
Would you like to?
Like to what?
Go to space.
Joel was such a good dad, man. What the hell?
That's why I was saying in the beginning when his dad was like,
We learned a little bit
when
more.
his-
Yeah.
I
That's
hope
why.
you do a little better than me. I was like, you'd be proud if you were around to see.
It's real. That one went up and back. Apollo 15, 1971.
Oh, this room looks
Spectacular.
spitting image, bro.
Yeah.
Spectacular, man. It looks really good.
They look identical. It's crazy.
Well, open it. Whoa. You're going up to space. You need a helmet. Pick one.
That smile.
That's the one.
How's it smell in there?
Like space and dust.
Good. Then you're ready.
Pew, 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 pew.
Me if I was in Star Wars.
They sat right here.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
What's this?
This is something that took a mighty effort to find. Play it.
From my understanding, they didn't play the games, the actors, but some of the deliveries on these lines so similar. That I'm
So
like,
similar. But a lot of, they watched playthroughs though, didn't they?
I don't know.
I think so. At least cutscenes.
I was gonna say Neil. I wonder if Neil had him watch.
Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
Yeah, super well done.
I do okay?
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, they got me right now, man. It's crazy.
This is really good.
This is nice. We should do this more.
Yeah, and
Oh, they just going birthday after birthday?
Yeah,
Wow.
you got it right this time.
And it's chocolate now.
And it's
Come on,
chocolate.
man. What about Eli?
Uh-oh.
Joel, what the
Oh.
What the fuck? Get out of here.
No, wait. What are you even doing here? You're supposed to be on patrol.
I came home early to surprise you for your birthday. 17, by the way.
Well, I'm 19, so I'm gonna go.
What's that?
Tattoo gun? Is it?
Oh.
That's how she got it.
It's not done yet. It's gonna look better.
Leave.
Right.
So all the teenage shit all at once, huh? Drugs and tattoos and sex, experimenting with girls?
It wasn't sex, and it wasn't a fucking experiment.
You don't know what you're saying. We'll discuss this later when you're yourself.
This is his dad kicking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only making the original, like the first scene, like make more sense and add more context.
Oh, that's when she moved into the garage.
What the hell are you doing?
Moving into the garage.
The hell you are, Ellie. Let go. It's the middle of the night. It's pissing rain out there. Now get this back on the bed. There's no heat or running water in the garage. You can't stay there.
Okay, fine.
Okay, you want to have this conversation? Fine. You may not like the rules, but this is my house.
No, it isn't. You don't own it. They gave it to you. You don't own anything. I'm sorry that I got a tattoo and smoked weed and fooled around with a girl. Except I'm not.
Maybe it's a good thing for you to have your own space. Just give me a few days and let me fix things up a little out there.
Kurt Cobain in the back right there.
You keep cutting to
Yeah.
that poster a lot. But she's in her grunge era. Sorry.
She got Radiohead, Linkin Park, and Nirvana.
Good taste.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, kind of good.
It's actually not bad. Better than the one I made on your guitar, anyway. Never did ask, what is it with the moths?
Nothing. I just read about them in a book on dreams and stuff. It's kind of symbolic.
Oh, right. Yeah, like change and growing and such.
Such a hard episode to comment on because I'm just so locked in. But they're doing such a good job showing this relationship.
Really loving it.
Did we get this part? I don't recall.
No.
No.
This is brand new, and I thought that was a really good addition.
Yeah.
Oh, is this when he starts seeing her?
You guys study dreams and stuff, right?
Is there a doctor's in sign on me like Lucy from Peanuts? Yes, some doctors studied dreams. The dumb ones mostly.
So a moth. It probably means change and growth.
No, that would be a butterfly.
Oh. So what's a moth?
Death, if you believe in that shit.
Well, damn.
Bro, she's got freaking Nirvana posters, bro. What are you expecting? Butterflies?
Birthday number 19?
Okay, so I've been thinking about Salt Lake City.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
So I wrote down some questions. Okay. If the Fireflies spotted us a mile from the hospital, how did they get surprised by an entire group of raiders? If the raiders could kill all those soldiers, and Marlene, and you had to carry me the whole time, how did we get away? 3, if there are dozens of immune people, why hasn't anyone heard?
Ellie?
I'm coming!
Whoa, already dressed. I figured I'd be waking you up.
Nope. I had trouble sleeping.
Well, guess what? That works out great for your birthday present. You're 19, and you've been patient. So I told them I was okay with it.
With what?
Your first patrol.
I'll grab my coat.
And a gun.
Perfect timing, Joel.
So what's the record for number of kills on a training run?
0. This is the safest trail we got. Gotta start easy.
Huh. Great. Happy birthday to me.
Creek, this is Jackson. Come in.
Go for Cache Creek.
Infected North Pinnacle. Eugene and Adam need backup. You're the closest we've got.
I'll be there in 10. Tell them to dig in. Go back to Jackson.
No.
Ellie, it's not safe. Go back.
I'm not your fucking kid, Joel. I'm your partner. We stick together.
Uh-oh. So this is, we find out about Eugene and how it all happened.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is sick, by the way.
Yeah.
She said Eugene's with who?
Remember what I taught you?
I'm your back, you're mine.
Oh. Getting dragged by a horse? Who was that?
Come on.
No idea.
Gotta be careful for traps. I don't know if they've shown any of that yet, but... Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, Eugene.
Ellie. You clean?
Oh, jeez. That's rough.
Are there any more?
Joel.
Are there any more?
Other than me? No.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, okay. Look, please, I figure I got about an hour. So this is what we do. We go back to the gate. They let Gail out, keeping her at a safe distance, of course, and I say goodbye.
We can't do that.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
You're empty.
Yeah, he is. I was gonna say.
No, Joe, I gotta go back. I gotta see her. I got things I gotta tell her. You don't understand.
I do, but we have rules, and it can't happen.
Wait, hold out your hand.
Huh?
Hold out your hand. Now count, slowly, clearly, from 1 to 10.
8, 9, 10.
He has time. We tie him up and we bring him back. Joel, let him see his fucking wife, please.
Get the horses, bring them down the trail. I'll start walking with him. We'll meet up with you.
She's not gonna let him, yeah. Oh, this is smart.
I promise.
What? I think he's just sending her away.
No, this is really
so that
smart.
he can-
I promise right there.
Yeah, I promise.
Dad
She doesn't
promise.
trust him.
Yeah.
And he's probably gonna break the promise again.
Thank you.
Maybe he's going to start turning before they even get there, if the plan is to go. But
It makes you cold. The cordyceps? Didn't expect that. Which way?
Head right.
yeah, he didn't lead him to Jackson.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It led him to a great final view, though.
Oh,
I need you to not turn around.
you can't do this to me.
If you have last words for her, I'll pass them along.
Last words for her. No, I need her last words for me. I don't need a view. I need Gail. Let's see her face, please. Please let that be the last thing I see.
If you love someone, you can always see their face.
Is that where he's no longer himself?
I see her.
Super well done. Great parallel to the entire situation with him and Ellie. This is what the show should be doing. Like, this is exactly the kind of thing that they should be doing storytelling wise.
It just sucks to be in that position for both of them.
Yeah. On her birthday, too.
Yeah. Sorry. The thing, too, is Joel made the right choice.
He didn't make the right choice lying to her, though.
No, he didn't. But he did the right thing. Like, you can't risk bringing him back.
No.
To Jackson.
But he should have just...
Because it would have complicated everything. Because then you have Gail, like...
No, of course. It's just the fact that he lied.
Yeah, that change. Shift.
When we get there, I'll tell Gail what she needs to know and nothing more.
Oh, she's not going to let that slide.
I had no choice. He was bit when we found him. Well, he wanted to tell you that he loved you. He wished he could say goodbye to you in person, but he didn't want to put you in danger.
Yo.
And he ended it himself.
Oh, boy. Question is, does she go berserk now, or is it later?
That's not what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's crazy.
He begged to see you. He had time. Joe promised to take him to you. He promised us both. And Joel shot him in the head.
Get away. Please. Get away from me, please.
You swore.
Here we go. Can't believe people thought they cut this out.
What?
You know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Do I?
Bro, come on.
This is it should be a very pinnacle moment.
Yes.
We already saw it, if that's what you're referring to.
No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
Her and Dina?
No, another one.
Oh.
Hey, it's a family event.
Sorry.
The church. Thanks.
What did you just say? No. Ellie, hey, no.
You get the hell out of here.
Take a walk. Come on.
Are you okay?
What is wrong with you? I don't need your fucking help.
Right.
Do you know what it is now? All right, then you have no idea.
Oh, no, I know that they have a conversation here.
It's the porch scene.
Yeah.
The porch scene.
You're such an asshole. You lied to me. You looked me in the eyes, and you lied. And it was the same face, the same fucking look that I think I knew already. I knew this whole time. So I'm gonna give you one last chance. Tell me what happened with the Fireflies. If you lie to me again, we're done. Were there other immune people? Were there raiders? Could they have made a cure?
You don't really know.
Making a cure would have killed you.
Then I was supposed to die. That was my purpose. My life would have fucking mattered, but you took that from me. You took it from everyone.
Yes. And I'll pay the price because you're going to turn away from me.
I'm gonna cry.
Somehow I had a second chance at that moment.
Do it all again.
I would do it all over again.
Because you're selfish.
Because I love you. In a way you can't understand. Maybe you never will. But if that day should come, if you should ever have one of your own,
call back.
Well then, I hope you do a little better than me.
Do it. And that's how you do a callback.
I don't think I can forgive you for this. But I would like to try.
10 out of 10, no notes.
That was really good. I think this is...
Yes, it is. Unless they...
okay,
that
no.
was a choice.
I think...
Right. Yeah, that was a choice. I thought they were going to end it with...
I'll quickly say, I think this was just... We're going to start to see Ellie just turn a lot darker. A lot darker in ways that we were... A lot of people were like, oh, she's not... That revenge aspect of her is not really...
there.
She's not there yet. And I think...
It's coming.
It's going to... Yeah. It's coming.
Gonna switch.
The flip is going to switch.
Her element of like innocence is going to...
Yeah. It's going to absolutely
fade.
just... Whoop.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic TV adaptation. I don't want to hear a single damn complaint about it. If y'all complain about it, y'all are hating for no reason. Sorry.
Are you satisfied?
What do you think?
Ayana, I'm satisfied.
If you can understand and come to grips with the fact that this is a different Ellie, like there are elements of the game Ellie that are just completely different. Like the Bella Ramsey Ellie is a lot more like she feels a little bit more rebellious in her angst and more like fun loving and happy go lucky and like just like immature, funny kind of Ellie. And it was an intentional choice, I think, that they made in the TV episode. And you notice that in this episode, especially when it's her birthday the first time and they go to the museum and all that stuff, like the goofy moments, they hit nice. Like it's like you see a kid really growing up. In the game, it's different. In the game, I actually think that the game Ellie in the museum, she's like more aloof and she's a little bit like, oh yeah, like it's fine, it's my birthday, whatever. And then she gets happy. This, I think, seeing her just like in pure childhood bliss, which you do get in the game as well, but like from the jump, just like this silly kid growing up in this life that Joel built for her in the apocalypse hits really well in comparison to the just sheer tragedy that you get in this episode as well. And I think that now you start to see the benefit, I think, of the decisions that they've made with the TV version of Ellie. Personally, that's my feeling. I think this episode especially highlights it. And if what we are thinking is to be true, where now we're going to flip the switch and this Ellie is going to go dark in the way that we've been expecting it to go, I think it's going to be a very, very, very good choice holistically with the character. Do I think it absolves it of, some flaws here and there? No, but I think the direction all in all is a very good one if I think it's going to go where we're all kind of thinking.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we saw the thing with the Eugene thing in the game. Right?
That's a brand new storyline, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which I think was very valuable for them to add into here, because it serves the purpose of showing that Ellie's trust towards Joel is broken. And just, I don't know, it just it shows also like how Joel is reckless to protect those he loves and to keep others out of danger, right? Like, it's tragic. The guy wants to see his wife. Can he make it there and like say goodbye? Probably, but you have so many other risk factors involved that you don't want to put anyone else in harm's way. So I understand his choice, his decision, but lying to Ellie about it, obviously, it sucks. But yeah. I don't think he would have been able to convince her otherwise if he told her the truth.
No, but this is the moment where you learn, I guess, as a parent too, like there's costs to lying to your kid.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And not just lying, but breaking your promise. Mm-hmm. And when they see you do it multiple times, the trust is broken, and it's almost irreparable. And I think that they just did a really, really good job of bringing that to life.
Yeah.
They really showcased the feeling of, seeing someone who has nurtured you, taken care of you your entire, basically, you could say her entire life, right? And, seeing that trust completely being broken twice, and you see visually the impact of it and just how it completely breaks the person apart. And we saw that with Ellie. It's something that, as a kid seeing that, you just like how how do you view the person now? It completely changes and alters how you see them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's beautiful, and I think what beautiful storytelling in doing it, because what I really loved about Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie is how she can quickly just visually invoke these emotions, and it's super hard to do that, and she's so talented at it. And I think we got to consistently give her flowers, because I think she's doing a great job as Ellie.
I think she is too, and I think this episode just reminded us like how good their chemistry is. Like the two of them were just a really good casting pair as Joel and Ellie for that reason. Like their chemistry in the happy moments as well as the devastating moments is so good. And it's not just like there one of the things you were mentioning about like seeing somebody that you trust and you love, like their flaws, there is something beautifully like human about that. And I think that, you know, this entire story is about the human condition and the flaws of humanity in general. And I think this moment really captures that. And I could not have written it better, personally. I think what they did and what they showed in this episode specifically was super necessary. I couldn't believe that people thought that they just wrote out the porch scene. I was like, dude.
People just, we've become so impatient. And it's so like, guys, let the season play out.
Yeah, it's so silly.
I don't know I don't know why, but I'm remembering that scene being like very late game, like almost at the very end.
It is. So everyone's like, porch, and it's like,
so the decision to put it here is kind of a bold one, because I feel like, I don't know, well, not to spoil it, but I mean, we just saw it, but it happens like basically when the game's about to end, and I think it weighs very heavy in that moment in the game. So the decision to put it here is an interesting one, but obviously it still has a big impact on us and stuff. But
I think the reason why they did that, I think you're right. The reason why they did that, I think, is because Davi and I were talking about this. I think Abby is going to be all season 3.
Oh, yeah, possibly. Yeah.
So putting it here, I think, is where it fits.
Right.
If you put it in season 3, I don't think it does.
And also, I think adapting wise, versus the game, we have at least her switch in the game is quick to that revenge and wanting to, you know, go after Abby. Like the way that she just becomes a monster is like instant. Whereas I think what they're doing in this season specifically is let's transition towards it. And I think that is a moment where we're transitioning to Ellie becoming dark,
losing her innocence. Like I think the transition of losing of innocence is really important for, I think, the second half of the season, how it gets adapted.
And to be clear, I think like her wanting to go after Abby has been there the whole time since Joel died. But I think the bloodlust, like the sheer like I need blood for what has happened to me, is what we're starting to see.
But I mean, we know what happens right where it left off there in the theater. We know what's coming next, right? And I think that sets it off to another level, right? Like it gives her a little bit more urgency on the hunt for Abby. So I'm curious how they're going to do that, because the way they left off, if they just start from there, things are going to happen like right in the beginning. So that'll be interesting, because I feel like that's going to just be a cliffhanger moment, and then season 2 is over. We wait till season 3. But I don't know. Let's see how they do it.
Yeah, I want to know how long that next episode is.
Yeah, it's I think we can figure that out after we finish. I think they already have run times out. But what a great decision to start the episode with Joel's father.
So good.
That very beautiful conversation that they have at the beginning. Like we talked about, what makes this show so good is when you showcase the just human nature at its work, human relationships and the human condition. And, you know, there's the ending of that first scene. You have Joel's father saying, I hope you can do better than I did. Right. And then he says that. And then Joel says it to Ellie. And I thought that was closing the episode that way was just.
It was brilliant. And this is what I'm talking about when I say, like, this is how the show. And they have been doing this in pockets. It's like the gaps of context that add another layer of storytelling, like that scene in the beginning, the entire arc with Eugene, all of that adds to the story and to the stakes to another level. Same thing, like I mean, the same concept with Isaac's backstory and the prophet's backstory and all of that, and adding to the conflict between the wolves and the Seraphites. All of that adds incredible context that we don't have time to get to in the game outside of just reading letters. And that is what that is the biggest opportunity for television. So I'm very glad that they're doing that. And I hope that we get to see more of that. I think it's really effective storytelling, and it's not only great context for the audience that's seeing it for the first time, but it adds another layer for the people who have played the story before.
Right, and it gets you more invested into the characters and build that connection with them, because we get so much less time with the series than we do in the game. Because in the game, you're walking around the world, and Ellie and Joel are chatting with each other throughout, and so like you have that time together as the person, like the gamer, you have that interaction with the two characters at all moments. Whereas here, you know, the runtime, they're restricted to like an hour or so. And so choices like that, backstory for Joel in the beginning, is essential to
absolutely,
to add more value to the characters. So and then I love the callback as well at the very end. It was very good. And just seeing that he is basically committing the same faults that his father did. And it'll be Ellie's turn eventually, probably, hopefully, from his words. And I don't know, it just goes to show that none of us are going to be perfect parents, but we try to be a little bit better than what we had, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And that's the best we can do, is that. So I had another thought, and I'm kind of forgetting it now as I think of it, but it was something about Joel and like the I can't remember. You guys can keep chatting away about anything else, and I'll see if I can.
That's all I have, to be honest.
Yeah, like I just really love the way this episode was adapted. Like I'm
the episode speaks for itself. That's why I don't feel like there's a lot of commentary to have, because I think everybody's gonna have, if you connect to the story in the way that you should, I think you're gonna have a very similar reaction across the board. Just the level of connection you feel to those two characters, and the layers that it adds to where Ellie is at this point in time. Even with not forgiving him, even with all of the lying and the broken promises, she still feels like she has to go out and avenge him. And I think that in itself is pretty powerful.
Yeah. I also liked them just portraying like Joel being a father figure throughout different moments of her life, like growing up. You get her as the kid, and then preteen, into teenage years, into young adulthood, and you get to see Ellie change, and how their relationship changes. It's it's probably a lot more straightforward and easier for him to do the parenting when she's a young kid, and then when she gets into teenage years, it becomes very difficult. And we all have been through the rebellious teenage phase, and I don't know. I guess it shows the perspective of like, dang, it's rough being a parent.
So rough
during the teenage years specifically as well.
So rough, and I think that one of the things that I realize now as we're talking about it is the end where he lies to her again about Eugene. It's that sort of thing as a parent, right? Where you feel like most of the time when they're younger, you feel like you can tell them a certain thing, or you can shield the truth from them in a certain way because you're protecting them. And in this moment, he's not realized that Ellie is now an adult, and the truth is more valuable to her than protecting her from reality. Especially when you make a promise that then is broken, and she sees that in real time. That to me, I think, was a really good like cautionary tale of parenting in general, and you see that like all the time. It's like it's so much easier raising young kids because you can essentially lie to them. You can essentially create your version of the truth for them when they're full grown adults, and they can see things for themselves, and they can interpret things how they want to, and they can speak their own mind and tell Gail what actually happened to her husband. It's not as easy, and I think that's a really accurate depiction of parenting. For sure.
Going back to the porch scene real quick, just a question for you guys. Do you think that we talked about the timing of it? It's happening a lot sooner than what it does in the game. Do you think it has a better, worse, same impact as it does in the game with the fact that you go through this whole time thinking that they were in a fallout before Joel died, and you're like, dang, they never like repaired it or whatever. They were just mad at each other, and Joel dies, and it's like the whole time you kind of just feel like, dang, if only Ellie could have like, you know, said I love you to Joel, or him I love you to her back, or whatever, before he dies. But then you get the porch scene, right? Is it too soon for that? Do you feel like it has the same impact? Because in the game, you're basically at the end, and then you realize like, oh wow, they fixed it. Like they repaired their relationship before he passed, and I feel like that somewhat right. There was an attempt to, at least, and I feel like that makes I don't know. It just weighs on you heavily as the player in that moment.
Yeah, I think it weighs heavy both ways. I think where you experience it in the game versus experiencing it now, I think they both have a huge weight on you experiencing it. So I think that's just in terms of on the writer and the director of when they wanted to do it. I think doing it both ways, I think, is fine for me. And what I think, I had no problem with it. You know, I liked it in the game, and I liked it here.
I think the placement in the game couldn't have come at a different time.
From what I'm remembering, can I put a spoiler warning here?
Yeah.
Go for it.
At this point, if you haven't played the game, you don't want to know what happens, click off. We love you, but click off. Because I'm going to spoil it right now. So, does this happen after her final fight scene with Abby? We get the porch scene. I feel like that's when it happened, before she goes back home to Dina on the farm.
Yes. I believe so.
Yeah. And so that's why it hits so hard, because they go through that fight.
Because she loses Joel.
She loses Joel.
She loses Dina.
Loses Dina.
Loses the kid.
Loses the kid. Lost a finger.
And
can't play the guitar anymore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she lost everything. But like, I don't know. It's just the fact that that moment, like before you even realize she lost everything, right? Because she hasn't gone back to the farm yet, so you don't really know. But she gives up on the fight with Dina, lets her go. Her and Lev go. And then you get the porch scene. I don't know. It's just like the whole revenge fantasy, it died. And then all of a sudden you get that porch scene of them repairing the relationship. I don't know. I just feel like it weighs very heavy in that moment.
I agree. I think
it did here, but I'm just saying, like, when we get to that moment in the story, in the show, I wonder if it's going to have the same.
I think they had to change it based on how I think they're gonna tell the story. I think because they're gonna focus so much on Abby in the third season, they're not gonna be able to place it. It's gonna be awkward to place that somewhere in the third season. I think that in the game, there's nowhere else you can put that scene to make it as effective.
Yeah.
And I think that's the challenge with storytelling in the game versus storytelling in television. You have to pick your moments of where certain elements actually go. And I think in this adaptation, this is the right place for it to be, specifically because of where we got Nora. She's talking about, like, you know what he did, and she's like, yeah, I do. And then you get all of this, and it hits because she understands. She knows exactly what happened, and she's still going out into this bloodlust.
Right.
And I think because she's remembering everything positive that she had with Joel and the negatives, she's still making the active decision to go after all of them and to make them pay. I think it fits in this adaptation. In the game, I agree with you. If you had gotten that sooner, I think it would have diffused a lot of the tension, or like, oh my God, dude, like all of these stakes, like what is it worth? Or like, and you're wondering about their relationship the entire time. Where they placed it in the game, I think is perfect. Where they placed it here, I think to be seen with the rest of the adaptation, but I think it's a really good placement for now.
Fair. I wouldn't be surprised if they call back to it.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
I think they could do it again, too.
I think so too.
Just because I'm curious of that transition. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot to come.
There is a lot.
And I'm excited because I don't know. Episodes like this is where sometimes I watch the show and something will happen and I'll have like my slight doubts, but then they give us something like this and I'm like,
You're like,
They reel me back in.
right when I was,
right when I thought I was out.
pulled me back in. Yes, sir. And yeah, man. Shout out to Bella Ramsey, Pedro Pascal. They really know how to dig deep in the emotional scenes. Like that porch scene where they were crying and stuff. Like they expressed that perfectly. Perfectly. Masterclass.
Yep.
So shout out to y'all.
Incroyable.
Very, very good.
And with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching and listening to this episode, and see you soon for more HBO Sundays. Y'all stay beautiful.
See ya.